Okay, so I just wanted to do a video to do a little bit of a review on the Nemesis clone, 555 Nemesis, and I'm going to do a little bit of coverage on the Orchid V6. I don't really have a lot of time, so I'm going to do it quick. Right now, in this, I have the Sony VTC4. I have upgraded this switch to the magnets when I bought it. I don't really like the switch, like, period. Don't like the switch at all. I've gotten it to stick out a little bit like this. That way it's not bad. It doesn't click. But you'll notice that if you buy one or if you own one, it's clicky. The only way to fix it is if you actually have everything so tight that the button sticks out a little bit so that it doesn't do that. But I want to show people also that you can blow some fucking clouds with an Orchid. Especially this one. I don't know why. This one has no problem with flooding, nothing. It's been perfect. Everything I've ever read about this Orchid, or any of the Orchids for that matter, the leaking, this, that, not wicking, dry hits, I've never had any of these things unless you aggressively smoke it consistently. Like, obviously, it drips itself, so it's not as quick as you might be. Or if you just sit there hauling on it, obviously, yeah, it hasn't re-wicked itself yet. You got to give it a little bit more time. Well, not a little bit more time, but you got to give it about the same amount of time you would need to drip it again when you think it needs to be dripped. I don't know. It's kind of a thing that you should already know. Not know, but I mean understand. So yeah, check this out. And this is with like a point 4 coil I made last night. 32 gauge, 3 strands parallel. It works mint. So good. Like, it heats up real fucking fast. And it doesn't fry the cotton. I'm actually just about to check it because I've been vaping it for about a day and a half, especially at work too. Because it's a clone, I got it for, everybody knows where you get it. Fasttech. But still, I'm just saying. I'm actually going to check it right now and show you guys this coil because it's pretty nasty. I love it. It's great. I'm just going to get myself all situated. Keep a roll of toilet paper around just so when I'm doing this with the Orchid. This has literally become my everyday vape. It is a great one. And there are certain tricks that you can use so that you can use any juice. Because a lot of people are saying, oh no, you have to use mixed juice, this, that. You don't actually. If you just play with it a little bit, you'll actually see that it, because I use evaporated max VG blend. And that's pretty sure it's 100% VG because that's what I asked for. Not, but that's what I asked for. But I mean, like, it's not that 85, 15, or whatever, 10, blah, 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 90, 10, whatever. It's none of that. Theirs is good stuff. Always the most VG. So, sorry, I guess I should get a little bit closer. Kind of don't have room. I kind of wanted to show off my other vapes here. Team evaporated. About to make a mess. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's dirty. But I mean, it's not that bad. I thought it would be all more burnt up and shit. I don't like to put a lot of cotton in. I like it to be pretty airy. Just pull it right apart. I won't dry fire this because these coils are pretty soft. I replace them every few days. I'm going to have to get more 32 gauge. I might get 30 gauge this time, see how that works out. Maybe I can get 4 wraps on there. Well, I could definitely fit 4 wraps on there of 3 strands, but Sorry, I just got off work, you know? Doing that shit. Okay, cotton. Where's the cotton? Thing about when you're doing these RDTAs or RTDAs, whichever you like. RDTAs, I'm pretty sure the right one. You don't want a lot of cotton. Some people say, yeah, you want to fold it over, put it down in the juice well. Yeah, if you're vaping a juice that's got PG in it, or it's got enough, or if it's got some PG to it and it's not oh so thick all the time, then yeah, probably. That'll work. But when you're using max VG, you don't really need to put all that much. You don't have to put actually like any into that juice well, into that channel. You just need to have your cotton on top of it. I don't know about the other versions of the Orchid, but with this one you don't. And I need something to screw it on, because I can't hold it in my hand. Sorry guys, addicted to that song. So 1 second. Okay, there's one. 1 second while I finish. Okay, so I've done this. That actually looks like maybe too much cotton. I don't usually use that much, but you only need enough to fill the space. Actually, yeah, that's too much. Take off a little bit. Tuck that down there. Push that there. Maybe put this on top a little bit. Not too much. Shave a little off. You're good. Tuck that down in here. Put that there. Fluff it up maybe. Nice. Let's tuck it in here. Tuck that like this. I don't like that like that. Looks tacky. Yep, I'm just talking to myself, guys. Don't worry. I don't know why I did that. I have to talk. And you'll see it'll look like this. Just enough in there. I'm not really filling anything up. That's actually a really good one right here. I know this is gonna be nice. Strip some shit on. And this is Tropicandy by Evaporated E-Juice. Some of the best shit you'll ever fucking smoke. Guaranteed. Whoops. Should I do a pulse? Just because I know people like to see that. It's actually pretty decent. So we're very carefully going to slide this on. So a trick to the wicking problem with this is you don't screw it on all the way. Leave a gap. That's a gap. That's all the way. We're gonna leave a gap. You're gonna be like, whoa, that won't work. How are you gonna screw the top on? It's gonna close on it. No, it's not. Because if you push this on, oh, that's a little bit too much of a gap. There you go. Push it on, and you twist, and you pull up. For some reason, you can tighten the top cap on it. And you'll notice that the emblem didn't spin around once. And if you see inside of there, look, there's the gap. Not the clothing store, because that would be gay. I'm just kidding. Although I'm sure a lot of people like to shop there. Opinions, you know? Some people have opinions. So I'm just going to wipe this down. Need to clean up the top for any loose drips. People are always like, oh, it gurgles. Probably because the mouthpiece has not been cleaned. Now the outside is juicy. I'm also going to be mass posting, because I didn't post my last video on, I think it was the Dimitri, and some information on the Orchid takedown procedure. So I'm just taking out this bottom fill screw to fill it up. There's a bottom fill port. It's pretty handy because then you don't have to destruct your coils at all. But that new Limo 2, I believe it is, that has the top fill without a screw, it's just like a sliding piece. That is freaking great. Can't get over how much I wish this had something like that. Something that I didn't have to unscrew or take apart in any way. This is pretty simple for the take apart, blah, blah, blah. I'm actually going to get a different flavor, though. I'm almost out of this one. I've been smoking it like crazy. Berry Crash. So I'm just going to squirt some in there real quick. And then I'm going to get a real good shake now that there's more air in it. Yeah, filling it up. There we go. That's to the top. With a little bit of space. So what I do is I let it sit. Because once you put that screw on, the inside of that compartment becomes pressurized. As soon as you put this screw on and flip it over, it becomes pressurized. That's pretty much how it re-drips itself. It's this simple, not simple, because it's actually a pretty freaking genius idea, the whole way it does itself. But if you don't let this all these little air bubbles become one before you put that screw on, you're going to have a really high pressure in there, and then you'll probably get flooding. I have not once gotten flooding or anything like that doing this method that I'm doing now. I know you can't see what's going on the table. I could probably fix that. No, probably not. But I'm telling you, this method will not do it. It will not make it flood. And if it does, I don't know. You must have done something wrong along the way. Because one of my other friends has he has like a K fund or whatever it is, and I told him about what I do with mine. And then he started doing it. He loves it. He loves it. He just buys it with the same juice. He doesn't buy special tank juice or anything like that anymore because he says, you know what, it actually works. Like, I don't notice it. Works the same as if I would have used any other thing or any other juice. Or tank for that matter. Alright, so we got one bubble. There we go. So yeah, once you put the screw back in, you pretty much are pressurizing it. Because the air is sitting where it's going to sit. That's all the air it's going to take in right now. Because the air holes on the side of this are faced up with that, there you go. The air is like easily breathing. Now, it's just doing its job. Where is this ring I usually use? Well, I don't know where my usual RDA stand is here. Oh, I don't like that. That's gritty. Put that on. The thing about the Nemesis is it breaks down into a lot of pieces, which I'm not even going to get into on this video right now. Because, like, I just... 14 minutes right now, 15 minutes, and you know, this is just a pain in the ass when having fire right away. Yeah, that's 3 wraps of 3 strands. Okay, 3 strands, 32 gauge, 3 wraps, around 2.5 mil. And this is what I use for wrapping. And I recently got 24 gauge. It's pretty good stuff, but it really has a high ramp up time unless you fucking use it on one of these badasses. Ew. No. I need to change the cotton. I need to change the cotton hard. Well, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. Here it is. One last time.